Hi guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. This is weird. I've never actually done this style of the thing, whatever. So yeah, hi. I think people can talk to me here. I'm hoping people can talk to me here. Anyway, so yeah, I just got back from the movie theater doing the thing, the Avengers Endgame. Look, I got the cup. Here's the cup. I got all the people here. Professor Hulk was in fact in the show. He's like the only other guy I permit to call Professor. Everybody else can just sit down, go back to where you came from, son. But this was a damn good movie. There is not a moment of wasted time in this movie. It is just nothing but boom sexiness from beginning to end. It is awesome. I loved this. I love this movie. Like I said, the only thing I can say bad about this movie is that the ending. It felt. It didn't feel like a regular Avengers movie. You know what? Let's see what's up with this. So that's where my sound is coming from. So let me put this up here. The movie did not necessarily feel like a proper Avengers movie because there was no end credit scene. That kind of sort of killed me just a little bit. we waited, we waited for a while. There was no end credit scene. So a little disappointing. Absolutely, but man, there's something for everybody in this one. Uh, no wasted time really. There's a little bit of like there's the part with what's her name, Scarlett Johansson as Natalia Romanov. She's Black Widow. There we go. I had to look at the figure. I got the figure down here. So Natalia died in this one, dude. Holy crap. Could not believe it. Okay, so this does work. What's going on, dude? Do you think Strange, Marvel, and Panther are the right choice to replace Cap, Iron Man, and Thor as the focus of the movie? Strange, Captain Marvel, and Black Panther. Whatever. Honestly. Plus, it's not just them, but like Sam Wilson is going to be replacing Captain America pointedly. You know, he's going to be Falcon Cap. So I'm down with that. You know, I'm okay with that completely. Um, by the way, how's my sound, guys? If you just give me a heads up, I feel that I don't know, man. This felt like an actual ending. That's the thing. They're going to have to start this all up again. You know, from practically from scratch. Yeah, they've already got their foot in the door, big time. But there are people who aren't coming back. Like Tony Stark is dead. He's not coming back. We don't need to see Pepper Potts anymore. We maybe one day we'll see his daughter. Yeah, got a daughter in this. But we ain't seen them again. Captain America's old and he's gonna die now. Great way to get rid of his character. Fantastic way, like getting with Hallie Atwell like that. The original Agent Carter ends with him having that last dance. Holy crap! It's not even the last dance; it's the first dance. It's the first dance. It's like, damn, that was good, man. Great ways to pull this thing off. Like I really enjoyed the hell out of this, man. So, what else did we have in this? We Everybody showed up at one point. Oh my god, Cat, you read me? I'm on your left. That had me, man. That had me. I'm just like, oh no way, because they were about to have that scene. Mark, I see you said something else. I'm gonna get to you in a moment. They had that scene. If you guys never read the Infinity Gauntlet, and not just the Infinity Gauntlet, but everything that leads up to the Infinity Gauntlet, and everything that came after the Infinity Gauntlet, and I've got a spotlight on story, the Infinity Gauntlet, the complete Infinity Gauntlet. Nobody on the internet, present day, has matched what I have done. And this is not me tooting my own horn. This is me, well, partially tooting my own horn. I put a lot of work into that. I talked about the entirety, like all the Silver Surfer lead ups, all the tie ins, everything, because the Infinity Gauntlet didn't just happen one day. Jim Starlin had been working on that for a real long time, for more than a year, on putting together that event. By the way, Jim Starlin was in this movie. By the way, still, Jim Starlin had a speaking role in this movie. He said two words. I forget what the two words were because I was too busy going, "Holy fuck, that's Jim Starlin!" I flipped my lid, man. I straight flipped my lid. He was the guy that was when Captain America was having that sit down powwow, talking to the peeps about, yeah, well, for 5 years they've been gone, and life sucks, man, but we got to move on. If we don't live our lives, then Thanos might as well snapped us away too. Hey, so like that was really cool, man. Yes, the therapy thing, Comic Hero. Welcome to the channel. It was amazing. But the old guy with the gray goatee, he was bald, and he just said like two lousy words and looked off to the side. That is Jim Starlin. For anybody wondering, okay, so who's Jim Starlin? He created a whole bunch of characters, including Thanos. So that is awesome. And I will be seeing him again. You guys can go check out my interview with Jim Starlin. I did it last year. You'll see it. Go to my front page and scroll down. You'll see my interviews section. I interviewed a whole bunch of people. One of the people I interviewed was, in fact, Jim Starlin. That was almost exactly 1 year ago. That was 11 months ago. But I'm going to see him again at Niagara Falls Comic Con. I'm going to see him and Mr. Perez. So I'm going to get them both to sign my Infinity Gauntlet issue #1 cover, just because. But anyway, yeah, like that's just amazing. Mark Guerrero, wonder if Thor joining the Guardians was always part of the plan for Guardians Volume 3. It very well could be. Plus, he actually said Cullen Bunn's line in there, ask Guardians of the Galaxy, which that was great. That was great. Brevin, what's going on, Brevin? So how will Disney Plus work? What will Falcon and Winter Soldier be? They will be effing awesome, sir. That is what they will be. And pure and simple as can be. They will be freaking awesome. And also, you might have noticed that Loki disappeared, right? So Captain America, Falcon is going to be Falcon Cap. He's going to walk with a shield, and him and Bucky can now pass the shield back and forth. That was set up for this movie. Like in this movie, that was set up. So on the Disney streaming service, you got that. You're going to have that TV show of Bucky and the Falcon, and they're going to go forward as Captain Americas in some way, shape, or form. That is freaking awesome. More than that, you saw Loki got his hands on a Tesseract, and then he disappeared. There's going to be a Loki TV show also. Hello. Like, that's just freaking perfect. That is just so freaking perfect. They set that stuff up in the movie, clearly, for the movie. It would be nice if they would have done that for some of the other TV shows out there, too, including Agents of freaking S.H.I.E.L.D., right? But whatever. I guess it is what it is. Anyway, that was awesome. So we actually got a setup. Mark Guerrero is surprised Tony didn't use his left hand to undo the snap. Why his left hand? Because yeah, he did the right hand. But Hulk also lost his thing. You hate stairs. The thing with the Hulk, yeah. Hulk hates stairs. Like, dude, Hulk, man, come on now. And of course, Tony Stark screwed up again, which is fine. It was weird seeing Stark continue being Stark, but I'm also happy they did it. Stark's always been pretentious. He's been egomaniacal. He's been narcissistic. That's always been. You know what? Iron Man 2, towards the end, when Nick Fury is reading over Tony Stark's profile to him after he gets off the donut. Excuse me, sir, I'm going to need you to get out of the donut. Yeah, that part. That's who Tony Stark is, for crying out loud. That's who he is. So they totally put that together properly. And of course, the only way to redeem someone who is he wasn't bad. We saw that he could be self-sacrificing, and he was in this also. I'm just saying, when Strange is sitting there holding back that whirlwind, and he turns around and he just, you know what that meant. This is the one way. He can't tell him if they win. He can't tell them if this is the way that they win. He can't tell them how they're going to do it. If I tell you, it won't happen. So he had to just go and do it. And then, of course, his last line was, in this movie was also, well, besides the helmet part, his last line as a living human being was the last line that he had in the original Iron Man movie. So great way to end that off. Like, just it literally went full circle. That was fantastic. I loved that. I really thought Cap was going to buy the farm in this one. I was actually kind of hoping he was going to buy the farm in this one, and everything happened, dude. When when Thor is fighting, when the three Avengers are sitting there fighting against Thanos, Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man, they're fighting against Thanos. Like, dude, am I wrong when I say Thanos sitting down and ruminating is the greatest scene in all movies ever? And it happened like 2 or 3 times in this movie where he just sat down and just started thinking and sometimes talking out loud. I'm just like, damn, that is a powerful freaking scene. So when you saw the hammer moving, because like you're thinking Thor's about to die. He's got the thing. He's going into his chest, and I'm like, he's good. Let it be something where he says, "You should have gone for the head this time, mother fat head." Like when Mjolnir starts moving, I'm thinking, oh, he's gonna pull the other hammer, and that's the one that Thanos can't pick up. This one, you don't. It doesn't matter if you're worthy or not worthy. You can pick up this Stormbreaker, this axe, but you can't pick up Mjolnir, Thanos. But you know who could? Captain of Mother effing America. And the movie there were a couple of times people laughed. There was a couple of times when people went dead silent. You know what I'm saying? But the only time that everybody in the theater just went crazy, and I loudly 3 times clapped my hands like I couldn't before I even realized it did. And then on the last one, I just didn't care. It's like, F you if y'all got a problem with that. I flipped out, dude. He picked it and like he was whooping Thanos's ass. He's just like, he's using the hammer, he's like sending lightning, bringing up he's using the hammer better than freaking Thor. I'm like, damn, that was straight amazing. That was straight amazing. I almost freaking flipped out. That was crazy. And then of course when he went down, and then he tried to get the hammer back, but he couldn't. And then just like Thor, what do you call it? Thor and Iron Man were just out of it, but Thanos is just like hammering down on him, relentlessly hammering, and the shield broke. Reminiscent of Avengers 2, where the shield is broken. Mind you, this is the only time the shield actually broke. We've seen images and flash scenes, whatnot, of the shield being broken and blah, 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 blah. But this was the only time in the movies that the shield was actually physically broken in front of us. And I'm just like, damn. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. What was it? Issue number 3 or 4 of the Infinity Gauntlet, where Captain America just has that scene and everybody else is dead. And he's the only one who figured out that they were all meant to die. He was the only one who figured it out. And he kept walking forward. Because unlike Tony Stark, unlike anybody else out there, Captain America has got a job to do. And he's going to damn well do it. And he's out of it, and he just starts walking forward, and I'm like, oh my god, I almost started crying because I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna do it, and they've got to do it, right? They didn't, and I'm kind of glad they didn't, but man, like when he started walking forward, I'm like, holy crap, everybody knows what's gonna happen. It turns out none of us knew what was gonna happen, so that was when all of a sudden on your left, I'm like, damn, they pulled that off. I don't think there was any other way to pull that off. That was amazing. And then like everything just went to hell. Dude, A-Force showed up. No, not the true A-Force, but close enough. When like they started doing the thing. Clint Barton was amazing in this, man. Holy crap, he was goddamn amazing. Just, whooping ass throughout. Every scene he was in was straight great acting. The worst part about it was the hair, that bald faux hawk thing. That was a bit too much. Like the hair needed to come down a little bit. Like, I bet you he could raise more than $310 like I did. You know what I'm saying? To cut the hair. I'm positive he could, and he should, because that was a little bit too high. He looked a little bit like if he would have put it in spikes, he would have been like Sheamus. So, fella, like, dude, you need to calm down. Get somewhere between you and Cesaro. That's what you need to do, because the hair needs to just a little bit. I'm saying, bro. I'm saying, dude. Freaking when and Clint couldn't go any further, and then T'Challa's like, give it to me. I'm like, he's going to get through, and he couldn't, but he tried. He did a great job. Then Spidey shows up like, Spidey's going to do it. And then all of a sudden he couldn't. Dude, Captain Marvel was badass in this. Brie Larson, she was straight badass in this. And yet it wasn't overbearing. Not in the slightest. Like, there was a part where you saw, like, when Thanos just headbutted her, and she didn't even, but she straight ate that. She looked back, she's like, I thought she was going to headbutt it back. That would have been perfect, but, you know, it's good enough. But she still wasn't powerful enough to completely take him down. Almost. But it was freaking awesome. It was still awesome, even though she wound up getting, she got. She wound up getting got. But it was awesome. It was still awesome, and I loved it, man. Wow, I loved it. All right, let's see what's Mark Guerrero. Maybe Peter will mentor her. Comic Hero, love the scene where all the heroes come. Reminded me of a comic book. Exactly. Yes, Captain America picked up Mjolnir, Brevin. Streaks, what's up, Streaks? Happy to see Black Panther and A-Force assemble. That was beautiful. Comic Quirks, it's a perfect movie. Aside from the fact that there was no end credit scene, yes, it was a perfect movie. It left me feeling that the movie, or that the franchise fully ended. There's nothing for me to look forward to right now. I didn't see anything with, like, Eternals showing up, or Mr. Fantastic, doing something, or Cyclops, or I didn't see any of that stuff. So, which I expected, but still, I mean, come on. What they did to Thor was a disgrace, but forgiven how they pull it off in the end, it was funny, and Thor needed to have a little bit of fun in there. Korg and Meek were good in it also. Comic Hero was never a Pepper Potts fan, but I enjoyed her in this movie. I agree. I figured she would have had the Extremist, but it was nice to see her as Rescue. So that right there. They didn't say any name. They didn't say her name in there, but you know what? The super fans, the comic book fan, like the movie fans are one thing, but the straight comic book fans, we knew what her name was. You know what I'm saying? Say her name. So that was cool. Kraut, what's up, Kraut? Just got back from seeing the movie. Exactly. Exactly. Brad Bird needs to do Fantastic Four, and Joss Whedon needs to do X-Men. Okay. I'm down with that. I like how Thor was betrayed or you mean portrayed in the movie? So happy how they did Captain America. Yes, Kraut, that was amazing. Mark, Infinity War Endgame is basically Lord of the Rings of the 2010s. They didn't have that many epilogues for the ending. Actually, they didn't even have an ending necessarily, like the 10 so-called epilogue. No, there were 10 different endings practically. That was like a choose-your-own-adventure ending for Lord of the Rings. This actually just had the ending, a couple little epilogues, and then one big epilogue with Cap. So to me, that was just perfect. Did you see the funeral of the boy? Yeah. That was him. I was wondering who that was. And as soon as you said it, Comic Quirks, yes, that was the kid. Okay, perfect, because he was all alone right before they went up to Brie Larson, and they didn't show Colby Smulders from what I don't think they did. She played Maria Hill, but they did show Samuel L. Jackson, so that was awesome. He gets to take that jacket home and be like, we good. I heard he's going to be in the Spider-Man movie. By the way, what do you call it? Spider-Man Homecoming is actually going to be the final episode, or the final part of Phase 3. So just so that we're clear, it's already been announced that this is not the end of Phase 3. Technically, that is. So Spider-Man Homecoming will be the end of Phase 3. All right, cool. Let's see what they bring up. Dude, the figures are already out. The 6-inch figures and a whole bunch of the other figures are out, the Marvel Legend figures for Homecoming. I don't know what they're thinking about with Molten Man, but I have no interest in building him. Even the Hydro Man, which I was really looking forward to Hydro Man, he looks kind of crappy to me. I don't need him to be constantly in a water form. I don't need another Mysterio. I'm very happy with my Mysterio. I don't think there's anything I really need off of that. I think there was one. I can't remember what it was. I don't know. The only thing I really want Scorpion. I think they have a Scorpion, unless I'm wrong. If they got a Scorpion, I'm going for it. But I want a Scorpion. I want a Vulture, like a good Vulture. And I kind of need a Kraven the Hunter. Just saying. Okay, so the Captain America fight with himself with it. Yes, the appearance of Hydra Cap kind of was in the movie. Good point there, Comic Hero. Well, like that was just perfect from here, man. That was perfect. Oh, Far From Home. Yes, Far From Home. Sorry, Homecoming, Far From Home. Yo, Bobby, welcome to the channel. Just watched the movie. I thought Infinity War was better than Endgame. The action in Endgame was cheeks. I'm imagining you're from England because we don't say that stuff in North America, but that's cool. I get it. I get it. I hear you. I hear you. No, I honestly, I saw this movie. I saw that fight, and I'm just gonna have to flat straight disagree with you, brother. Because with me, I watched this, and I'm thinking all those people who had a problem with the fight in Civil War, this should make it better for you. And what's even more than that, I literally looked at this and I wanted to walk up to Jason Momoa while he's doing a haka and just be like, "Hey, FDC, what's up with that?" Because this, like, dude, I'm a comic book fan. I'm not a Marvel fan, I'm not a DC fan, but this, like, we're done. DC, give it up. Do not try to imitate Marvel. You've been doing a great job with what do you got? You got this guy over here, one of my figures, and with this guy over here doing the little dance thing. These two, you did it. Okay, a little bit of Wonder Woman also. If I pull her down, then everything's gonna fall. Not looking forward to everything falling, but straight up, man, like Wonder Woman was pretty good, but Aquaman and Shazam killed it. But none of them are going to live up to this. None of them are going to live up to this. So literally, just this should be the death knell for them trying to imitate Marvel from this point on. Like, you're done, son. Don't try to imitate. Do your own thing. Just go your own way, because yeah. So what do we got here? I guess the next baddie needs to be Galactus. Could be. I'd be good with an Nihilist, but yeah. Guessing Multi-Man and Hydra Man are illusions. Could be. Made by Mysterio. Could be. Jeffrey, what's up? I have some issues with Endgame. Nobody expected more superheroes to die in this movie. Only Iron Man died. Black Widow ain't a superhero. Read more comics. Yes, she absolutely is a superhero. She has a derivative of the super soldier serum in her. What do you call it? Jeffrey Lane, DC is done until they get Superman right. That is a great point, Jeffrey. Yes, you're right. If they don't get Superman right, this isn't even a conversation. Comic Hero, was it just me or but I didn't see Gamora at the end of the funeral or the ship, but who knows? No, she wasn't there. She was off someplace else. But I know my eyes were watery at that time. I hear you, dude. No, man. Yeah, she wasn't there because she just wasn't feeling it. So, hey, when they make Guardians 3 with James Gunn, that could just simply be like I'm sure he'll take a great way of him trying to win Gamora again, or do something even better, not having him and Gamora be together. Because, like, I get it. A lot of movie fans really like it. There's a couple of comic fans who like it too, but most of us who read the comic books know Gamora ain't getting with freaking Peter Quill. So that just doesn't make any sense to me. Like, what are we doing there? Was it just me? Oh, yeah, gotcha. Comics work. The fact that Tony's last words were the words that started the MCU is beautiful. Growing up with the universe, true ending. You were second grade in 2008. Oh, wow. Now I'm in college. Enough said. Exactly, enough said. And that was in the movie, too. They give you a little warning that Stan Lee's cameo is going to show up. Mark Guerrero, DC is back on track. Give it a few years. They'll give Marvel a run for the money. I don't need them to give Marvel a run for the money. I need them to give a run for themselves, for their own money. They did the Hulk dirty in this movie. Should have been at the funeral. Thor should have been at the funeral. Love Black Widow sacrifice as well. Yeah, it worked. Like, she didn't even say anything like "I love you" or whatever. She just Black Widowed it. She's like, this is what needs to be done, and it worked. It really did. Plus, it shows that she was tougher than Clint, and I'm totally okay with that, because Clint does not have, like, it's like saying that Clint isn't a superhero. Like, he doesn't actually have any superhero stuff on him, but, like, what exactly is a superhero? It's somebody who kicks their butt and takes some aim. The fights in Endgame were better than Infinity War? No way. Does anybody here agree that Yo Bobby must have been watching an entirely different movie? Like, I don't know, man. Sorry. This movie was about as epic gets. Like the Valkyriers showed up, the A Force was in it. Nah, dude. I don't know which one. I think you walked into the wrong movie, which was actually my thing. I walked into the wrong theater, the wrong cinema. What do you call it? I was supposed to be here in Mississauga, but yeah, right. Cap with me all near. Nope, sorry, you can't beat that. Crap's got it. I was supposed to go to Mississauga. I thought I was supposed to go to Mississauga, so I did go to Mississauga, but I got my tickets a month early, and I specifically asked for Mississauga. When you cover as press certain events, you certain comic book expos and the like, you get into I didn't get into any red carpet stuff. I don't know if they did anything like that up here, but I did get into I did get advanced tickets to go and see. They weren't doing anything super advanced, so what do you call it? They just made sure that I had a seat. I'm like, all right, that's awesome, thank you, but I wanted my stuff upgraded. I don't want. They were just literally like go anywhere in the theater. I'm like, nah. So I wanted to upgrade my ticket to what's called a D box. Anybody who's not in Canada doesn't know what that is. Cineplex here has this thing called D box where they got the seats that move and like it's a big seat. I meant to take a picture of it, I just forgot to. But like you got your own two armrests, and the person next to you has their own armrests. By the way, with the thing moving, look, I love my wife. I genuinely love my wife. But the girl next to me had a low cut blouse, big boobs, gorgeous, and with every single time that the the seat shook, my eyes veered left. I'm just saying. I love my wife though. I do. I'm saying. So one more reason I love the D box. But anyway, like you're guaranteed like a good seat. So I just straight up, whoop, there we go, great seat. House seat. And I was all the way at the edge in case I needed to get up. I got out of the movie theater when I wanted to get out, not when everybody else was going to let me out. So it was good. But in order to upgrade the seat, I actually had to go to the one on the Queensway in Toronto. So I went to my movie theater with 20 minutes before the movie started and went in line. And all of a sudden, like, oh, that's not for this theater, dude. That's the one down in Toronto. Like, I'm sorry, what now? So I actually had to get into my freaking, it's not a cheat and just a look, I guess. Depends if you're, a good Christian, be like, better to remove your eye and go to heaven with one eye. The line. But anyway, yeah, so I had to drive 25 minutes to the next theater with 20 minutes till the movie started. Fortunately, there were a lot of, and I got in there right before they said, put on your 3D glasses. So there wasn't a whole lot I say. I saw the trailer for Toy Story. I don't remember anything else really because I just got in. I'm like, let's go. Sat down on my seat and then boom, we was good. I don't think that blade would have cut Cap's shield. Well, it's made out of something more than what we have on Earth. So we don't know what that blade was necessarily made of. What else was there? Also, did you notice when Clint was riding up that zip line and he pulled his sword out like this, straight down, like you should grab my katana up on the wall and be like, you know what I'm saying? When he did that move, I was looking at it and I was like, oh shoot, he looks a little bit like Blade. That's a Blade move. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is how the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe technically really started off. Because that came before Spider-Man, that came before the X-Men. Blade was it. So it was nice to see a little, in my opinion, a Wesley Snipes homage. So I'm good. What else we got up in here? The end credits scene was the clanking noise from Iron Man 1. Okay, I didn't even hear that. Didn't get nothing. Galactus or Kang. Yeah, that could be one. Blade was a great film. Rev Shed, you're right. Damn right it was. Too bad we'll never see Cap versus Wolverine. It's not true. But we can see Hulk versus Thing. Damn right. Thank you. Blade gets love for starting it all. He should get love for starting it all. Because he did. Just delete that woman in the theater scene after this. I was hoping after Iron Man snapped his finger, the guy from the Black Order said, Mr. Thanos. That's good. No, okay. Hunter Thompson, what's going on? Hunter S. Thompson? I love that name, dude. I think everybody does. I thought Hawkeye was Blade at first. Just got back from Endgame, flipping awesome. Yeah, he was looking good. Like, dude, I didn't get the Ronin figure, the 6-inch Ronin figure, but I plan on. I'm gonna start. Like, I gotta finish my comic books. This is the. I read this. I didn't do a review for it yet. I gotta shoot that right after I hang up with you guys. But after I finish my comic books this week, I got to write up my little adventure for 2 weeks from now for doing some Marvel superheroes, advanced role playing game adventure stuff. And I'm going to wait until I get like a good 10 episodes of that. And then I'm going to start editing them, putting together, making like a little montage thing. And then I'm going to put those out so you guys can actually watch me leading a game of Marvel superheroes for the peeps. And it should be fun. It should genuinely, like, it should be really fun. I'm going to do a whole lot of really good editing there. One of the things I also want to start doing is building scenery for all of my guys up here, and I want to start getting into what was it called? Stop motion. I want to get into the stop motion photography and actually start making a couple of little scenes. Try and get eventually start getting a couple of movies put together, with the figures, just to see, what's up. If I'm pretty good at it, something else to start doing also. But yeah. What else we got here? So do you think Endgame will surpass Hellboy? You mean Heckboy? Yeah. I think we're safe there. Knights of Old. I thought the boy towards the end of Stark's funeral was a young Reed Richards, but it was that kid from Iron Man 3. Well, he could always change his name to Reed Richards. I don't see why not. Mark Herrera, Blade gets the shaft. He was the first good African-American superhero movie, but everybody focused on Black Panther. But he was also rated before Deadpool. Well, Mark, the thing is, like, Blade was the first good black superhero. I mean, what did he have to contend with? Meteor Man? You know what I'm saying? But the first good African-American or black superhero movie, not character, movie, was undeniably the Black Panther. So they can both share the spotlight on that one. There's no reason why they shouldn't be able to. They 100% should. Like I said, my wife has seen Blade, but Blade didn't move her. Blade was like, okay, cool. But Black Panther, she's West African, and for her, it's like, I wish that there was really a Wakanda, and like she would get that sense of longing. So that's something entirely different. I'd rather have Riri than that kid. Oh, God, you're 100% right. God, I'm really looking forward to a Riri Williams one of these days. Forget about it. Nebula was great in this movie as well. She really is. Karen Gilliam, she is a fantastic actress, and I'm so happy that she's going to continue in the movies. Hunter Thompson, thanks for the sub, bro. What is that? Oh, cool. Yeah. Comic Quirks has his has a channel. Definitely go and check all that good stuff out. Plus, he's good because he doesn't go around like advertising, which comic Quirks, you'll understand. When people start advertising on your channel, you do all the hard work and they just come along. Nice video. Hey guys, so check it out. Check out my channel because blah 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 blah. I talk about this stuff too. It's like, dude, piss right off. That's so annoying. But no, yeah, definitely check out Comic Quirks. Actually, Comic Quirks, go and check out my Facebook page. It's right on the front page. It's my Facebook group. If you're not actually, no, wait, you are already there. Never mind. He knows what he's doing. This guy knows what he's doing. Yeah, get more subs over there. Would you introduce the X-Men regular or the Ultimates version? No, the Ultimates version was not good. I really did like the Ultimates version of Mr. Sinister. I like the regular Earth 616 version way better, but it was very interesting to see it, like, the gem hypnotizes people. It's like, oh, the gem actually does something here. That's sweet. I like that. But no, I'm looking forward to more, you know what I'm saying? Really looking forward to all the regular actual X-Men. I'd rather wait 10 years to have Morgan Stark become Ironheart and have Peter mentor her. Oh, I love the scene in there, the line where Rocket says, it reminded me of the original time that we saw the introduction of these Guardians of the Galaxy, when Rocket says to Stark, hey, calm down there, buddy. You're only a genius on Earth. Yes, that's 100% true. You know what I'm saying? 100% true. Spider-Man activating lethal mode. That was crazy. I got this. Okay, I don't have this. Professor, do you have Instagram? Yes, I do, and that's usually where I post all my figures as I get them. I actually got a whole bunch. Oh, I don't have them here. That sucks. No, I have some of them here. I got two of these. It's actually supposed to be Novar, but I got two of them recently. I got a Talos. I'm going to try and get another Talos, so I have two scrolls, and I'll set them up. And of course, I got young Nick Fury. I just want to get a whole bunch of guys in suits so I can switch out the heads and make a bunch of people walking around. I got to get the other characters too, just because I do kind of want to build the Kree Century. But, for now, I do have the Grey Gargoyle also, so I only need two characters at this point. But, yeah, that. So, yeah. Anyway, absolutely loved the scene when they had all the super women have a stand. It was only for a moment, but it was cool. Spidey flying on the hammer was cool. Thinking X-Men would have been in Endgame. No, they can't. They can't. They gotta just kind of boot all those guys. Like Fantastic Four, you could bring right in my opinion. But the X-Men, I think that they should wait. Do they have to wait till Phase 5? Maybe. They might have to wait until Phase 5 for the X-Men. Because like they're still about to put, like, Fox is still putting out that Dark Phoenix movie, and like it's gonna suck. John Byrne was even like, dude, this movie's gonna suck. I don't know why they keep trying to tell the Dark Phoenix story. John Byrne is like, me and Chris Claremont made this epic story that took like 6 months to even start telling, and then we started telling the actual story. All this lead up, and they're going to try and fit it all in a movie? What are they thinking about? And yeah, if they're going to do Dark Phoenix in the MCU, watch. That'll be an entire phase. It'll be a whole entire phase, and that's what it deserves. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Comics there. A-Force. Thor might have a salad from that Fortnite scene. Had me laughing as well with his mom. Yeah, Dagestani Warlord. That is a cool-ass name. Was Brie Larson stinky? No, she was. There was no smell-o-vision here, but no, she played a freaking amazing role in this. She looked good with the shorter hair, too. I'm just saying. The X-Men, they will probably do mixed aspects of Ultimate with 616 like they did with a lot of the characters. Yeah, I love hippie Thor. Jeffrey Lane, but with the X-Men, do you say they were always there or the Ultimate version origin? That's what I meant. Oh. Well, with things changing, they could say that they were never there before, but then with the time shift, now they're there. Or yeah, maybe they were always there, but they were in hiding because they did. Like that's the thing with the X-Men; they're the easiest thing in the world to just throw in because it's like, yeah, we were hiding. We don't trust any of you people. It's like the simplest thing in the world. The Fantastic Four is the one that's going to be harder to bring in. Like that's going to have to be an origin story and everything, I think. But with these guys, with the X-Men. Yeah, they're hiding. You know what I'm saying? Someone brought back from the snap can start developing powers. See, yeah, something like I was thinking something like that, but Dark Phoenix is a big epic, like a trilogy or more. Hunter Thompson, nice ideal mark, and yeah, Dark Phoenix deserves his own phase. Comics Works, and Stan Lee has one cameo left, if any. The only cameo acceptable is Deadpool dressed up as Stan Lee. Wow. Anyway, yeah, this was they do the FF in the 60s and weren't around like Captain Marvel. Yeah, they could. Definitely don't mind looking at Brie Larson for the next phase. Brie's gorgeous, man. Wow. Anyway, guys, that is going to have to be it. I'm about to bounce. I'm going to do a couple comic book reviews so I can put something up tomorrow. I don't really have to do a lot for tomorrow because I got this and the non-spoiler review, and I will be watching Doom Patrol because it's effing Doom Patrol and it's awesome. But yeah, so I'm going to bounce out of here, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Don't forget, not this Saturday, but next Saturday is the free comic book day, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm just saying, Some of the free comic books on Free Comic Book Day, yeah, Professor Bill gets them early, are amazing. So yeah, there's that. And yes, I will be doing a review for Dark Red 2. I've got the comic book in here. I've still got a couple of comic books to read, man. Still got a couple of comic books to read. You know what I'm saying? Still got a few. So we'll get them. We'll get to them. Beard Hunter was cool. Yeah, go check out 10 Things About Beard Hunter. Explained in a minute. Swamp Thing looks hot. Looks hot. Like to know what he sounds like. Anyway, guys, love y'all. Tommy La, what's up? Welcome to the channel. Thank you for the comment about the awesome videos. Okay, and I'll talk to you guys later. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.